Welcome to vanofaction.com, where we're taking our 2018 Dodge ProMaster van and turning it into a family camper. We're almost done. But like every big project, there's always some really dirty, snotty little corners that are left at the very end. And this is one of them. I'm going to share with you a magical detail to make everything look professional. Let's get started. Good morning, and how you doing? Come on for a walk with me. I have to park my van up near the house the last couple of days because we live in the middle of nowhere and there's so many marmots out here. And a marmot is like a groundhog or a woodchuck. And there's so many of them out here. They started crawling up inside the van and I was afraid they're going to try and chew something. So for the last couple of weeks, I haven't been parking down here by the shop because there's just a cajillion of them around here. But anyway, in every build, there's going to be some corners, some areas where you just can't finish it the way you want to finish it. You just don't know how it's going to turn out until you get there. In every build, it's going to be that way. And the best you can do is identify where those spots are going to be and just leave them until you get there. But try and shepherd those spots into places where people aren't going to see them. Like as you come in the door, you don't want the worst corner to be the first thing you see. So today is the day I've got to deal with one of those crappy little deals that are just part of it. And I've made up this. I didn't take the time to explain to you how I did it because this is a one-of-a-kind. You'll never have to do this. But this is a piece. I salvaged up some vinyl. And this is a piece that I want to use right here. Okay, now here we go. You'll remember this. The day we worked on the window frame, I made the panel decision about where it was going to go, and we ended up with that big hump over there. Remember that hump? Today I've got to hide that hump, and I want to trim off the bottom. Now, when the two seats are installed, you really don't see very much of that. This is going to be a crappy little corner. I'm not going to really be happy with the way it looks, but truthfully, it's that thing that you'll hardly ever see. And once it's not white anymore, you won't notice it at all. So this is how it's going to work. So this is that hump that I've been fighting with all along. And truthfully, I don't know what the answer could have been because I couldn't pull this gable end this way to hide it because then I would have been into the window frame. I could have made the window a little smaller. I guess if you were doing this from scratch, you might make this window 4 or 5 inches narrower. But I mean, it's really nice having the wide window too. So I don't know what this is. I don't know how to deal with that. If you had a cupboard come underneath the window, then it would be built into the cupboard. That's great. There's another one of these on the other side. You don't even see it. But anyway, this is what we're going to do today. I've made this piece up and it's just going to go on here. And I've made it so that it was going to expand, and this part of it, it's going to expand over the hump because this hump is wider, is still proud of the windowsill. So no one's going to notice. I'm going to put it on like this. I'm going to screw it in place, and it's going to be fine. So now that's installed. It still follows the hump a little bit right here if you look at it closely, but it'll be perfect. I brought the van indoors to get out of the sun and away from the marmots, and here is that panel finished. You have to expect that in every van build there's going to be a couple of corners that just aren't going to work out the way you hope they will. In my van, this is where it is. And there's still a hump in it. There's a lot more pieces than I would really like to have there, but this is what it looks like finished. I designed it so the messy corner was going to be someplace where the average person would never see it, and only you and I will ever know that it was any kind of a problem at all. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. Be sure to watch the other ones that are linked at the end here. Y'all come back.